In our last episode, the king and Odie had taken up the sport of skydiving and had become very good at it. But one afternoon, Odie, parachuting alone, had been blown far from the target area into the remote, wild, inaccessible crater of an extinct volcano. The only way out was by helicopter. And since the royal helicopter was broken, the king announced that he himself would parachute in to keep Odie company. Hearing of the king's plan, Mr. Mad, who had been trying to get the king for his private collection of people, decided that this was the ideal time to catch a king.
I've got him at last. No guards to protect him, and Colony to act as bait. Now, here's my plan.
And so it was that a short time later, Mr. Mad's private plane appeared over the wild, remote, inaccessible crater of the extinct volcano.
Help has arrived at last. I knew my king would not forget me.
Okay, Flyboy, jump.
After you, Big. I'm like in no hurry.
Out, scram. Ooh, hey, let go, let go. Pull the ripcord, bird brain, pull the ripcord.
Like bon voyage, Biggie.
But Biggie finally did pull the ripcord, and the two floated down to Odie.
It looks like my king. But who is that with him? No, it can't be. It's...
Okay, Colony, put him up.
What's the meaning of this? Where is my king?
Oh, he'll be dropping in any minute now.
That's right. And we're gonna mousetrap him. You're gonna be the cheese, see?
Trap him? In what?
Like in a trap, man. One trap coming up. I mean down.
Looking up, Odie saw the second part of Mr. Mad's plan. A large cage floated down on its own parachute. Quickly, Biggie and Itchy bound and gagged Odie and put him in the trap as bait. Then they hid behind some boulders and waited for the king to arrive. They didn't have to wait long. At that very moment, the king's plane was overhead, and the king jumped out, unaware that he was falling into a trap.
There you are, Odie. Thank goodness I found you. Are you all right? Great bongos, you're hurt. You've bandaged yourself all up. Here, let's have a look.
You got him.
Confound it, what's going on here? Congrats, Casey. You've just become a part of the permanent collection of Mr. Mad. See? Here he comes now.
And the third part of Mr. Mad's mad plan was being put into effect.
Okay, Itch, hook it onto the cage.
Like bon voyage, brother.
Well, since Mad's finally got Kinsey, I guess he doesn't need us anymore. Doesn't need us? Hey! Hang on, Itchy, old pal, old sock, old kid, old buddy.
And so Mr. Mad, unaware that Biggie and Itchy had hitched a ride, headed the plane with its strange cargo for his dark and dismal house. However, there was one weak link in his mad plan. The extra weight of Biggie and Itchy was too much for the rope, and they were just about over the palace when the cage plummeted down and would have crashed except for its parachute, which was still attached, and allowed them to float gently down right into the palace courtyard.
Guards, seize those two villains.
And so the trappers were trapped, except for Mr. Mad, who got away. But he'll be back. So don't miss the next episode of The King and Odie.